Let me ask you a question. When you log on to Super Auto Pets for some gaming, which direction do you take? Statistically speaking, the most likely outcome is that you're heading to the weekly pack, to achievement hunt, or to get creative. If not, perhaps you're a versus player, looking to gain some sweet elo. Maybe, if neither of those are your preferred choice, you're heading to a static pack. And well, if none of those are your cup of tea, then you are just like me, one of the sickos who are off to play custom packs. Some of us sickos will spend hours to get a silly build to 10 wins. Others will aim to break the game with big stats and power. I know a thing or two about this. I've uploaded 626 Super Auto Pets videos on this channel, and about 60% of them have been customs builds. So yep, I'm one of the longest tenured customs sickos. All of us have certain builds that we're extremely proud of. We grind them to 10 wins and we head to YouTube or Discord to share our big brainery with the community. Today is one of those moments for me. But amongst all the builds I've ever made, the silly ones, the strong ones, the 300 plus that have become YouTube videos, this build stands alone. It pushes the mechanics of the game so far that I'm surprised my game didn't crash. And I'm so glad I get to share it with you. Here is the most creative build in Super Auto Pets history. Here we are starting quite deep into this run because it's so convoluted to get where we need to go, so I'm not going to make you watch the full setup, but I'll tell you something right now. The skip aheaderers, the people who are spamming plus 10 seconds, skip ahead at your own risk because you might miss greatness. You might. So, of this team you're seeing right now here on turn 9, only 2 of the units are keepers. And that is the Royal Flycatcher and the Slug. And the rest will be going. We're hitting an Elk Cell. Look, say what you want about Elk Cell. If you want to get a funky team going, it is often crucial. Here we go against Matchman running my favorite unit, the Wombat. And I think him having the Slug, the copying the Slug works against him here. And the Potato does enough to secure a draw. So this is excellent. Our team sucks, but we have 4 lives on turn 10, and I'm actually going to skip this here because I'm going to hit the Elk Cell, and this turn's going to take like a minute to work through all this gold. So I will see you on the other side very shortly. It is now very shortly, so you can see I used Alpaca to get my units. I have the level 3 unfortunate stat line on the Royal Flycatcher, which I won't say. Level 2 Mammoth, which isn't going to stick, but it's going to help me potentially save lives. And here we verse a Transform team, which if you saw that is actually kind of actively working against itself. And somehow I still have 4 lives, turn 11. And we're going to slowly build. So I'll use this moment to say, I grinded and grinded until your house blew down with this build. I'm talking a week playing multiple hours per day just to get it. And the thing is, you can get the team that is required, which I'm not going to speak about now. You'll see it as it comes. You can get the team, but to have the perfect matchup luck to see the synergy pop off, that was the problem. And now what am I doing here? I'm running a very curious combination of, oh my god! The real Velociraptor from the grave gives the Potato back and we save another life. So I'm using Cardinal and Scorpion right now because I want Death Touch on 2 of my units. I need a Blueberry on that guy. I need the Hooded Seal. It's all coming together. High Roll City, 4 lives. The synergy is building, people. Here, it looks bad, right? He has White Ochre on his Behemoth. Oh no, we're losing a life. Wait, Death Touch right there. Insane breakpoints. We've saved another life. Hallelujah, people. So here's turn 13. I almost have the units I need. Hooded Seal, you can now come in with Death Touch. I now only need 1 other unit to have the synergy ready. Now, you know it's Customs Arena, right? We're going to face scummy teams. But we need just a bit of luck to get there. So I think I'll take these Celeries, survive some starter battle snipes. And I just need my 1 more unit. And I think we're going to find it, people. I think we are going to find it. It involves a crucial unit. Here, this looks like a loss, one would assume. But we do have Real Velociraptor once again doing beautiful things. How do we go here? We're actually going to take another win. Fantastic. Stunning. Delightful. Here we go. Pause right there. That unit I just froze, the Giant Squirrel. We're going to cut to a clip right now explaining the beauty of this unit. So the giant squirrel represents a new element of Super Auto Pets, and that element is directly adding to or altering the opponent's team. So there's always been disruption units like Skunk or Croc where I can drop health or snipe your units, but in recent times certain units have been introduced that can actually alter the fabric of the opponent's team. Example of these are the Sarcastic Fringehead, where I can put a unit at the front of your team, or the Red Lip Batfish, where I can change one of your units into a different unit. And then the Giant Squirrel, the star of today's show, which after an attack will copy its perk to the back unit on your team and the opponent's team. Now these new disruption units tend to be quite weak because they would absolutely break the game otherwise. But regardless, this new element of SAP has made today's video possible. So let's jump back into the run. Okay, and we're back. So now the team is just about there. All I need on this giant squirrel, all I need is a Cocoa Bean, and there it is in shop. So next turn we're going to see it. We're going to hope to save a life right here. The build up has come, people. The team you're seeing right now, that is our team, what I'm coining the most creative build ever. Let me know down below if you agree. Unless you disagree with me, then don't let me know. Now, unfortunately, although the real Velociraptor once again has given us hope and we actually win. Oh my god, real Velociraptor, incredible unit returning perks. So here we go. The Cocoa Bean is on. We have the Death Touch on the second and third units, which required a lot of setup but gives us hope. Now, as we get into this, to avoid me explaining it right now, I'm going to show you a clip that explains all of these synergies in action. Okay, turn your brains onto 100%. Let's break down the 8 steps that make this build work. 1. The Giant Squirrel transforms using the Cocoa Bean. 2. The Hooded Seal reverts the Giant Squirrel back into a Giant Squirrel. 3. The Real Velo gives the Cocoa Bean back to the Giant Squirrel. By the way, this is one of only 2 ways in the game to give Cocoa Bean to your opponent. The other way is actually even weaker and less consistent than this build. Comment down below if you know what it is, I'll tell you if you're correct. 4. Now we once again have a Giant Squirrel with Cocoa Bean that is ready to give Cocoa Bean to the back 2 units after its attack. 5. Units begin to trade. 6. Ideally and crucially, their back unit with Cocoa Bean meets our 4th position summon unit. 7. The Blueberry on our 4th position unit guarantees that their unit will turn into our summon unit. 8. The copy happens, the Royal Flycatcher pops off and kills all of the summons. Got it? Okay, and we're back. We're into the battle. So you can see the mechanics that I just explained to you playing out. Unfortunately, what do you know, Marky Mark and the other likes running custom packs? Their teams are huge. And my team, look at it, not so huge. Creative, but not huge. Creative, but not huge. So all we need now, we've arrived where we need, but we need the perfect matchup. And once again, have a look at this. We have no hope of beating this team, right? We didn't even get to see the synergy work properly. Although, what do you know? We actually do beat Brax. Fantastic, but we don't see the synergy. So we're all upset. We're all sad. This is why we grind. So we're going to see. Can we actually get there? I just want to quickly interject to shout out Grounded Sap here. We all know of his legendary antics in Super Auto Pets. Arguably the best to ever do it. He is so committed to creativity in this game that he was putting out builds that would probably lose to this team in order to help me get the clip. That's his level of commitment and friendship. So shout out to Grounded. We continue to go. I'm trying not to spoil anything. I'm trying to keep you in suspense. We're just taking any stat improvements we can. The Death Touch here, the Death Touch on my second and third units are purely to give me a chance to get to their backline. But have a look at this, Ben Mill. Hope you're having fun, mate. We copy their chicken of all things. And we're not even close. So remember, if I can pause here, you see their Lioness at the back? I need their Lioness to perfectly trade into my Slug. Because it's at the back, right? So I had the thought, and Troubadour pointed out to me, I was taking the Lost Well. Never mind. Yeah, so you could use a donkey to bring their back unit to the front which would guarantee the interaction. However, I would have to replace the slug with the donkey, and we need a summon unit to make it work, right? So we're going to keep moving through here, people. Another gigantic team from Brax, even with some good copies. It's nowhere near enough. It's turn 19 we're heading into, people. Our beautiful synergy. We just need one. We just need one. We just need one to make it happen. This is how many of the runs went. I greeted so hard with the Scorpion and the Cardinal to give Death Touch and then transition into the other units I needed. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Can we get there, people? Let's see. The final battle. It's Casper. Good copy. Not enough. The dream is over. So naturally, I was upset. I was down and out. 1 week of grinding this build, never got the interaction the way I wanted it. And then enter stage left, Troubadour. Incredible person, incredible YouTuber. I'll link him down below. Troubadour sends this clip in Haps's Discord. Here he is, his final battle. Who does he face? The Reverend. He faces me, and on this variant, I was running not Slug, but Beluga with a Wolf, which is even cooler, might I add. And this is going to happen fast, but let's watch it play out. Giant Squirrel is going to transform, revert back, get the Cocoa Bean back. Bang, bang, bang. We trade through. Death Touch, Death Touch. His Eagle with Cocoa Bean meets my Beluga with Blueberry. Perfect transform. Royal Flycatcher cleans up. His run is over, but I am over the moon. After a week of grinding, we finally see the synergy. We did it, people. We did it. So just to end the video, I've thrown out that this is the most creative build in Super Auto Pets history, and really any build on Grounded Sap's channel could have a claim to that, but I'm going to put a link somewhere over there to, at least on my channel or in my experience, what I think is the most creative build ever, if not this one I've done today. So check that out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, friends.